This episode started very different. I made a sign saying South, Malacca. I was standing next to a highway for about an hour in the sun, and I had a little bit of shade at some stage, but I was taking too long, and it's already almost 1 o'clock now. And yeah, I really want to make my way to Malacca. So that's what we're gonna do now, just a quicker solution to get to Malacca is by train and bus. We want to take the train to Bandar Tasik Selatan, and we're gonna get the tickets right here. All right, so we're getting there, we're getting closer to the bus station. The mission of today is ending this episode with sunset at the beach with a cold beverage in my left hand, and hopefully you'll join me for that. It has been raining lately in KL pretty much every time at 4 o'clock in the evening, so yeah, hopefully that's not the case tonight in Malacca. First time I'm at this station, so I'm not too sure where I'm going. Just gonna have to follow the signs. But it's a huge station, a lot of people here. I'm not too sure if it's mandatory to wear the mask here at the moment, so I'll see a lot of people also not wearing them, so I don't really mind not wearing them. So I was expecting to be halfway already, sitting in a car, being picked up by some random person and have a good chat with this person inside his car or her car. But yeah, instead I take you here probably for lunch. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Hopefully the bus doesn't leave straight away, because if that's the case, I'll probably catch that one and make sure that we can actually watch the sunset. It's now 2:30. The question of the day, you know, traveling about, especially in Malaysia, they make it really hard for you. Do you want to have some Chinese, Indian, you want to have proper Malay food? So, I have a bus ticket to Malacca today, if possible. If possible. What time is it now? 2:40. 2:40. Actually, I want to have some lunch at 3:30. I like 20 buses per day, so too easy. I didn't even know there were a few buses going. I was just hoping. Got the ticket. Only cost us 13 ringgit. And instead of getting the first bus, I booked it a little bit later. We have 40 minutes to have lunch. Let's get some nasi kandar. Thank you so much. So he just whacked it on the plate, but I'm sure it's going to be very tasty. We paid 11.40 for a meal and a drink. I'll just stick with water. I mean, there will be enough calories on this plate already. So I have to tell you a little story how I left the hotel this morning, because Ilona, my girlfriend, already left to the Netherlands to visit family, friends, and a few other things. I thought, you know what, there's no point for me to spend so much money on expensive accommodation. So I went to check into this budget hotel, and just before checkout, I heard a big bang, 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 a few of them. So I was scared, and I immediately smelled something, and it sounded like a fuse box, and I opened my door, and at the end of the hallway, I saw smoke coming out of the fuse box. And normally the fuse will solve this problem because there was a shortcut somewhere, and then you know, the electricity shuts off. But no, this one was just like there was a lot of power, still a lot of electricity. Bam, 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 bam. Unfortunately, I didn't take any footage of this, because the moment that happened and the moment I figured out that no one stopped this electricity shortcut and it just kept on bang, 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 feeding the fire, I packed my bags, and my stuff was all shattered all over the room, you know. I just came out of the shower and dressed myself, and then I was planning to pack my bags, but all my stuff was everywhere. Like my laptop was out, all the gear was out. You saw the smoke coming in from the hallway into the room. I wanted to keep my door open because my room had the only one access. That was exit. That was that one door that I left open. One downside is the smoke came in, but one positive side, I knew like if the flames were going that far into the hallway. Luckily, I got everything that I own. I put it in my bag. Maybe the hotel key is in there as well. I'm not too sure. I couldn't get my key deposit back yet. No one was turning the main switch off. I didn't know where it was. I was staying on the 3rd floor. I went to the 2nd floor. I screamed, fire, fire, everyone, fire, fire. I went further down, past the reception, screamed again, no one at the reception. I was screaming like, fire, fire. And finally I was outside and the smoke came with me downstairs as well. Like there was a lot of smoke coming out, also coming out of the front doors. After 40 minutes, they managed to control the fire and save the building and save the neighbors, because I was warning the neighbors as well. I was topless, eh? I came outside without a t-shirt. I ran out. I was scared for my life this morning. Okay, I maybe have been rambling on a little bit too long about this, but end of story. No one got hurt. I'm in Malacca right now, but let's crack on the episode. I'll meet you in the bus. I'm not only taking you to Malacca because I want to have a drink at the beach. No, there is also a little bit of Dutch history there that I like to share with you. We have only 2 hours to spend in this bus and then we're there. Let's just enjoy the ride. And there we are in Malacca. We made a new friend and he told us that we can catch a bus from here. So we're not gonna grab a taxi, no, we're gonna grab a bus to the actual city center. This is the bus that is going to Malacca. So you have to walk through a shopping mall to get to this bus. This bus is going every half an hour. We just missed one. This one is leaving in about 25 minutes. Normally I wouldn't wait for it. I would just get a taxi, but because of the gentleman, he walked off again. Our new friend that we made on the bus. French guy, very friendly. He knows a little bit his way around here and he's like, oh, jump on this bus, so I'm gonna have to wait for it. And you know, it's 6 o'clock, we arrived 6 o'clock. This is the good thing. I wanna have a drink at the beach at sunset and the sun is only setting at like 7:20, I believe it is now. Bang, there we are on our way to the city center of Malacca. I found one thing really interesting, that the bus driver who told us 25 minutes before departure that the bus will take off in 25 minutes, he left the bus engine on for the entire time. Then I started wondering, how about the fuel prices? And I just looked it up. The fuel price of today is 2 ringgit and 5 cents per liter. This is for 95. This is ridiculously low, especially when you compare it now with Europe. Anyway, now we're driving in a nice, cool, air conditioning bus. Only takes us 20 minutes and we are right in the heart of Malacca. Thank you. I see you later, man. Bye-bye. Bye, bus. Staying in a budget hotel again, the Thai Grand Hotel.
They have me here for 1 week.
1 week?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Very much.
Yeah?
The atmosphere is beautiful, and
yeah.
The old section, Chinese section is very nice.
Ah.
And the food is splendid.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from right now?
We came from KL.
Ah, oh no, that is horrible.
Oh really? Well, I liked it, but we're really happy to be here. Is there a possibility, because the sun is almost setting, we really want to get a beer at the beach or a drink at the beach? Is this possible?
The beach, there are no beach here.
There's no beach?
No, but you have the river here.
Yeah.
The river, and there are many bars near the river. You can, if you like a beautiful scenery, this is your.
Okay. Thank you.
You have a guest house.
This one here.
Oh, okay.
But no one. I need to call them.
Yes. Normally here is like that.
Okay.
If you don't come 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
They just scratch. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. No. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes.
My name is Chai. Where are you from?
Spain.
Spain. I'm from the Netherlands. Chai from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome.
So no beach. the gentleman is saying. There was a French guy who was with me in the bus for the entire trip from KL to here. He told us that there is a small beach, so I'm not sure who's right. Nothing is going the way we planned. We didn't succeed to hitchhike to Malacca. I had one mission here. It was having a beer at the beach. Apparently there's not really a beach where you can have a beer. Anyway, it's not about the destination, it is about the journey. We are now at Dutch Square. The first impressions of Malacca have been great. We've been walking, passing the riverside. And it's actually really nice. It feels touristic, it is clean. But I'm not gonna discover this town too much, just the Dutch Square, because I'm Dutch myself. And I want to know a little bit about the history. And apparently the Portuguese were ruling this town up until the Dutch took over in 1641. 1641, you hear that right. So this is also the oldest building from the Netherlands of the colonial era, which is standing in the whole of Asia. You know, the Netherlands have been doing some naughty things, I think, and yeah, we left a footmark at least here, but in a positive way, I think. No one has any hard feelings, maybe the Portuguese, of what happened here. I believe, but maybe I'm wrong, I'm not too sure. Just a little cold drink after a hot, long day of traveling. Normally this journey takes about 2.5, maybe 3 hours max. We stretched it a little bit with taking the public bus here. Also the hitchhiking project that we had didn't really work out, but overall an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Gonna do a few episodes only in Malacca. We're only staying here for a few days and then go back up to KL again. The champ of the day is Armand. Thank you everyone for watching till the very end. I would like to say from Malacca at the waterfront in Malaysia. Bye for now and stay jammed.